And we're back. After a routine physical this past July, doctors discovered that Whitmer senior Jamar "Chunk" Ridley suffers from cardiomyopathy, or an enlarged heart. His athletic career is over, but his fight is not. The family has started a foundation called Hope for Hearts. Tonight, Jamar and his Uncle James are in the house with an incredible story of survival and hope. You're a young man who had had quite a bit of success on the athletic fields, playing football among other things. And then in the preseason, you had a little heart trouble during physicals, and it turned out that you basically had your life saved. Tell me about that, and tell me about what you've been through, because it's an incredible story.
Actually, one day, coming back from had basketball in the summer, I was going to go get my routine physical for football, got to get a checkup and things like that. And went in for my physical, and I asked the doctor if I could get an EKG, because about 2 weeks prior to my physical, I had been getting chest pains and things like that. So I told my mom about it, and she told my uncle, and they were like, hey, let's just get you an EKG and things like that, because kids are collapsing and things like that. A number of kids have collapsed. And so I went in and get my EKG done, and she told me your heart was beating abnormal. So I said, well, I'm an athlete. You know, athletes, their hearts beat a little more abnormal than normal people, so I didn't think none of it. And then she sent me to a heart specialist, and the heart specialist told me, we're going to do another EKG, and then we're going to do an ultrasound of your heart. So they did an ultrasound of my heart, and then they came in and told me, you have a enlarged heart. And struck me kind of hard.
What went through your mind when you found that out? Holy smokes.
I felt like my career was tarnished, just done, over with. So that was a hard blow, and I just didn't know what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Like, that's all I kept thinking about.
No football, no basketball, no nothing.
No sports.
Your Uncle James, has had heart problems in the past. Thankfully, not that I wish you bad health, sir, and you're in good health now, thank the Lord, but thankfully you had that in your family, so Jamar would know to say, hey, test my heart, I'm feeling something. Because a lot of kids, a lot of athletes your age would not have had, and I don't want to say the common sense, but maybe would be afraid to admit that, hey, I'm not feeling so well.
Yep, and that's one thing we wanted to do, is because, you know, like I said, I got one of my best friends, his stepson, Joe Humphreys,
yes,
who played for Rogers, passed away. And Chunk was getting big fast. And I just wanted to get it checked, because we do have that history in our family. And sure enough, as soon as he got checked, they found an enlarged heart.
What went through your mind? And I'm going to ask your uncle this first, and then the same question for you, Jamar. What went through your mind when you found out your nephew, basically, if he'd have played another down, if he'd have played another minute in basketball, could have died, just like Joe Humphreys did back in the early 2000s, the Rogers running back who was a standout. What a tragic story that is.
Well, what happened at first was I just said to myself, I'm glad we caught it, because the doctor told us we were lucky that Jamar was in such great physical condition. Other than that, it could have happened on any play. And him playing the linebacker position, and you're going real strong every play, that it just went through our heads that, hey, we're glad we caught it. We'll wait and see what happens in the future, and that was that.
Jamar, obviously it was very devastating for you. Senior year, big star athlete, and now you can't play. How have you recovered from that, and what did you do to kind of take the shock of, okay, my athletic career is over, maybe I focus on this or I focus on that?
Well, first off, I've had a numerous number of coaches and players come by and things like that. Me and Jody Webb, he sat by my bedside a number of nights, helped me out through the nights and things like that. I had Mark Myers, Garrett, Bodai, just a lot of kids come up there, and just a lot of support and things like that, and they helped me get through the night. A couple guys stayed the night with me overnights and things like that. And my mom, she's just been a big help.
The backbone. She has really been the key to everything.
How has your family coped with that? And then now going on into the future, What kind of a message do you hope to bring?
And we started a Hope for Hearts Foundation. And in that foundation, our ultimate goal is we want every kid checked, whether it's Washington Local District, City League District, wherever. We want to make sure, and with the foundation, that we have the ability to get every kid checked that wants and needs to be checked for this kind of condition.
Besides the obvious, how has this changed your life? And has it changed it maybe, in a sense, for the better?
Yeah, because the reason I say it changed for a better, because my ultimate goal is I want to reach out to others and tell them that this type of disease can happen to anyone, no matter shape, color, size, anything like that. So I just want to reach out and let people know it can happen to you, it happened to me. I never thought that it could be me until the doctor came in and told me what happened. So that's why I want to reach out and I want to tell people, hey, get checked, because you never know.
And Uncle James, you talked about the Hope for Hearts Foundation. What a great, great foundation that is.
We know it's very expensive, but our ultimate goal wants to be that any kid that needs and wants to get checked, that our foundation will be there to help them out.
Well, I think it's awesome. Jamar, thankfully you're still with us. Thankfully it's turned out great. You're going to go to Owens next year and then on to the University of Toledo. What are you going to study? Do you know what you're going to study?
I haven't decided yet.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Take your time. Take your time while you're young. Trust me. I appreciate you guys coming in tonight, and go Panthers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.